Good, okay. This video, how you doing? My name is Aaron Clubb. We're gonna cover a few things, different types of consulting, strategy through business process outsourcing. We're gonna do kind of a company layout so you can see who the main players are for each section of the type of consulting. And then we're gonna do kind of a little bit of the difference between the big four. All right, so one way to look at consulting is to break it up into four categories, right? You have strategy. I know I write in cursive, so you may not be able to read this well, but this is strategy, right? We'll call this business transformation, right? So business transformation. The next one, technology implementation. All right, I'm not gonna write that whole thing out. And then last, we'll say BPO, business process outsourcing. All right, so again, strategy, business transformation, technology implementation, business process outsourcing. All right, so as you may have seen from one of the other videos, right, now I'm just going to talk about the companies that do each of these different things. There's three main players here, as you remember from the video. It's McKinsey and Company, all right? So McKinsey and Co. It is Bain and Company, and it is what's the third one? Anyway, what's the third strategy firm?
McKinsey, but Boston Consulting.
Boston Consulting Group. Thanks. All right, thanks. All right, so strategy is going to be a lot more higher level work, right? In that it is long term. So that's one way to think of it. It's long term. They are coming up with the blueprints for a 10-year plan, right? So these guys are going in. These firms are smaller in people, right? So there's a lot smaller, it's very prestigious, and they're very short-term engagements. Their project work and strategy is short-term. They go in and say, look, so a couple of things you can do to associate with strategy, right, is going to be competitive analysis, right? Competitive analysis, go to market, right? Go to market. Go to market is looking at what kind of products should we offer, what kind of services should we offer, right? So if you're a technology company, we should offer a GRC product because that's hot, or an anti-money laundering product because that's hot. If you're a services, maybe we should do, say recruitment, we should do contract to hire placements in addition to permanent placements, right? So strategy is about what kind of products or services should we offer, what is the competitive analysis, what are the best practices. Mergers and acquisitions can be here. Mergers and acquisitions is oftentimes a strategic type of work, but a way of thinking about strategy is this is the what, right? This is the what. What should we do in order to save a lot more money or increase our revenue generation, right? To become better. This is the what, very high level, short term, and it's the blueprints, right? This is the most prestigious space, and again, these are three companies that focus on that, right? There's a bit more we can go into, but that's just a high-level understanding. Business transformation is the how, all right? So this is how we're going to go about doing all of these different things. So, this is going to be, so keywords you can associate with this. Let's start with the keywords you can associate with this. Process improvements, right? Operational improvement, process re-engineering, right? So this is going in, and once you decided, okay, we're going to merge with this company, or we're going to go with this new we need new technology to become more efficient, then we need to talk about how, right? So words that you can associate with that are performance improvement, or process improvement, operational improvements, process re-engineering. Those are all tellers that you are working with the business and looking at how they're operating and figuring out a way to make it better, right? So let me go through these other ones, and then I'll talk about the companies that fit to this. Right. Next, technology implementation. Once you change your operations and how you're going to operate, or at least have a plan for how you're going to do that, then you need to figure out what technology changes do you need in order to sustain those changes. Right. So technology implementation, things you can associate with technology: software development lifecycle, SDLC. The word implementation, the word integration, you know, a few more, but those are an easy way to look at that. These are some of the key ones. So you're either, let's just say systems, right? Anything systems is going to be up here. Platforms, right? If you're dealing with those, then you're dealing with technology, right? Technology implementation. So you're going to implement new technology. You're going to integrate their existing systems with new products, right? That's a very typical thing. So that's a huge piece of that work, right? Once you implement new technology, then you're going to have everything that comes after that, your business process outsourcing. And when I say business process outsourcing from a technology perspective, is more so related to support. Once you implement a new system, right, you then need to have support, right? So anything that's support is definitely going to be after a system's already been implemented or a product's already implemented. It's troubleshooting. Anytime there's issues or problems, you know, you need someone there to be able to fix that. So for example, right, let's just kind of run through one quick example. What's my time check, by the way? 10 minutes?
11.
Okay, cool. So McKinsey goes to a capital markets company and says, look, you need a new order management system, right? You should use Charles River as a system so you can better do your trading business, right? Okay, great idea. Or it just says in general, you need new technology, right? It's like, okay, then how should we do that, or where are our options? Here they're going to be talking to the business. What do you need to be able to do? Well, before everything's paperless, we need to be able to do this electronically. It's like, okay, so you're going to hear all your different options, right, for what you could do, which one you want to go with. They choose Charles River, right? And so then from there, they need to implement that technology of Charles River. After it's implemented, you know, you can imagine if trades are happening, if thousands, hundreds and thousands of trades are happening on a day-to-day basis, and something stops working within that technology, they need people there who can support that. They need people 24/7 who can go in and fix whatever problem from a coding perspective or whatever it is to make sure that technology runs right? So that's kind of the layout, percentage-wise of business, right? In the market looks kind of like this. 10% of all work will be in strategy, right? 30% will be business transformation, 30% will be technology implementation, and 30% will be in business process outsourcing, all right? In the next video, we're going to talk about the different companies that focus on these other three areas and do a comparison and contrast.